Sports.
Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to Sportsball, part of the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. We talk about sports-related topics, but we focus on you, the fan, and what you like, whether it's a sport, team, event, or athlete. You could follow, whether it's a sport, team, event, athlete, or sports-related news. And this week, we're going to continue talking about this gambling scandal that is still going on because recently we've had an instance of MLB pitchers who have been arrested for taking gambling bribes and who altered their performance to get bets. And then we've also had a lot of instances where bets or sports books have been seeing betting anomalies and then they report it to their league and then they start an investigation. So on one end, these checks and balances, they are working out very much so. However, as we continue to get to a place where we keep treating professional sports more like entertainment, and with the stakes ratcheting up higher, it's only a matter of time before someone is going to get very hurt. The game just doesn't feel authentic anymore. And I get it. This is where a lot of people, particularly the commissioners and the owners or governors or whatever you want to call them in all of these sports leagues, they got to be a little worried about this because you've had a number of very high profile current players or very high profile arrests with current players being implicated for potentially altering their performances. So I guess the question is, what do we do from here? And I really do think it is time for professional sports to take a good hard look in the mirror and realize that this gambling problem is an issue that they've made themselves simply because when legalized sports betting was enacted in the United States, in a number of different states, did all of these sports leagues have to jump in immediately and litter their arenas, litter their apps, and take the sponsorship money from all of these betting services so that they could make a truckload of money? No, they absolutely do not. It also doesn't help that all of these affiliates with sports, whether it's ESPN, The Ringer, The Athletic, any of them, they're all talking about their advertisements when it comes to sports betting. So I really do think we need to take a good hard look at ourselves in the mirror and we need to realize that sports betting is something that this was always going to happen at some point and it's not going to get better until you continue the education of why people cannot continue to do this, and you need to give opportunities to individuals otherwise probably wouldn't get the opportunity so that they're not tempted to potentially risk their careers moving forward and just take the money when it comes to betting. So it also doesn't help that college sports is definitely a big part of this. There were recently some arrests for college basketball players as well. So it's only a matter of time. And honestly, I don't think this is going to be a big issue until it starts to affect football. And it's really hard to affect football because there's two very distinct groups of players that play in football. Nothing's really happened in hockey yet, and sports betting happens in soccer all the time, and sports betting scandals. So that will be nothing new. But all of this to say that sports betting is something that sports leagues really need to take some more accountability over regarding this and continue to educate their players, continue to invest more and more resources in making sure that individuals don't find themselves in a situation where they are risking their careers, risking their lives, risking their safety in order to make a quick buck for some of these. But what are some of your thoughts on some of these sports betting scandals? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode of SPDM TV. of Sportsball, be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at SPDM. Shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you've got any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at HiFlyerCreative.com. Check out the other shows on our network. We've got a lot of great content, so please check out the other shows and support the SPDM Crew. And if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM Crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, pain heals, chick stake scars, glory lasts forever.